We still talk through letters. I know steppers. If I send addresses, they gon' come and stretch.
What it is, it's your boys Deuce, Teddy, and LaQuille reporting with the facts, opinions, and BS straight from the top of the key.
What it do? What it do? Another day in paradise. How y'all living?
You already know.
Good, man.
New week, new week. New week. But new week, same thing. Make sure y'all follow us on that TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever suits you. Get at us. We'll get at you, you know. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, all of that. And if you ain't heard, y'all need to stay tuned. In the descriptions of the video, tell you we talk about that giveaway. So if you want that ka-ching, go ahead, get on that video, see what you need to do, get it done. So we trying to pay you. All right, my bad. I'm back.
Get on that TikTok. Get on that TikTok. See what we talking about. Let's get into our first segment. I told you so.
Oh, it's been a minute.
We got a lot of games cover a little bit. I mean, me and Brother Deuce over here, we picked a lot of the same things, a lot of the same games.
Yeah, so it ain't too much. It's not too much in the I told you so segment, to be honest. I mean, you got, let me see, you got the Pelicans versus the Hawks. That's the first one. And that goes, I picked the Pelicans. Teddy picked the Hawks. You know what I'm saying? Quell was dealing with technical difficulties, so he went in on this one.
He would have picked the Pelicans too. Mr. B.I. Zion, he ain't going against them.
So this your moment. Go on and shine.
Man, I ain't gonna talk too much on it. It was a good game. It's just Trae Young, that guy. I mean, it's early in the season still. Things could go either way, but Trae trying to tell you, I'm that guy. Y'all see that little bump into him, and he bumped into Zion. And he looked at him like, boy, you might be a foot taller and 150 pounds heavier, but I still give you the smoke.
Nah, I ain't get to see that.
I still give you these hands. I ain't no Jordan Poole. What's up? What's up? But yeah, it was a good game. It's a good game. But Trae on that deal, man. Y'all got to stop. He probably one of the second or third guys coming out of that class that's top dog. Ain't nobody gonna be better than my boy Luka coming out of that class. But
all right. So it sounds like that's it. So the next one, I think this will be the last one for the Told You So segment, is the Bulls versus the Raptors. Now, Quell, he was in on this one. I was in on this one. So Quell and I went with the Raptors. Teddy went with the Bulls. So Quell, I'm gonna go ahead, let you go ahead and start this one.
Hey man, they got a lot of NBA. They got a lot of guys over there. So I feel like the Raptors, for some reason, always in the conversation of the best teams. Mm-hmm. Even though they don't have always like an MVP candidate, they ain't got nobody in the leading scoring. They ain't got nobody in leading nothing. But they always got a good record, a good playoff push, and they make every game tough every time they play. So, hey,
yeah,
good. They got some guys over there.
Yeah. So I look at it. That was one of the first games without Pascal Siakam, and I didn't even know it when I picked it. You know what I'm saying? Cause we was going through toward the end of the episode, just picking them. I still picked them on their defense, and then they show you the guy coming in, Koloko. He came in, don't even know who he is, never heard of him before today. But he came in 11 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 blocks. So like I say, top to bottom defense. So you could tell in that organization, they preach defense, they live defense, they sleep defense, and then they play defense when they in the game. So I say that's where you get that from. You seeing they starters, all 5 starters got double-digit points. And then you see they blocks for that game. They had 10 blocks, 11 steals. The other team had 10 blocks, only 5 steals. So and then they had a 30-point score on the floor. The other team didn't. So anytime the Raptors going, I mean, a lot of times, let's say going against like my boys or something, I'm picking the Raptors top to bottom defense. You're going to hear me say it all the time. So I told you so. I told you so. And that right there, it concludes I told you so segment. So we had a lot of agreements. You know what I'm saying? This was an easy weekend for us. Now we can get into our roll call. a wrong call segment. So I'm gonna start the wrong call segment when I get into the Pelicans and the Hawks. So that was a wrong call for me. I take it. It's not like I'm doubting Trae Young and DeJounte Murray, you know what I'm saying? But I was going with them Pelicans because they were hot, but you got B.I. coming back from the injury. You got Zion coming back from the injury, Herbert Jones coming back from the injury. So you ain't expect B.I. to just give you like in the teens. You think he finna give you 20-something, and that 20-something he could have gave you would have gave them the game because they lost in overtime by 3. Then you look on the other side, Trae Young giving you a double-double. Then you get DeJounte Murray giving you a triple-double. Like, when you get down to 20, you getting 20 assists or more between the two of them. So as long as, and then you get Clint Capella, what Clint give you? I know he gave you down to 20 rebounds. So when you getting that kind of production, they're going to win. But that's why I said in one of the earlier episodes, for that team to win, Trae Young and DeJounte Murray need John Collins, Clint Capella, and company to show up. Otherwise, they're not going to get it. So that's what I got to say for that Told You So segment. The wrong call segment. So, yep, I made the wrong call on that one. Our next wrong call is going to go to your boy Teddy when he picked the Bulls over the Raptors.
Mr. Siakam, triple-double, and I'm talking strong triple-double, not playing in the game. It was pretty easy to be like, hey, Bulls should have that one. But when you got the starters, all of them give you triple-double numbers and stuff like that, and then, like you said, people coming in, stepping up to the plate, having all them blocks, all them steals in the game, it's impossible to win. Like, them type of numbers, them type of blocks, it's like they playing a JV rec team or something where they swatting the ball. Like when KD was playing against them little kids, knocking that ball around left and right. It's like, man, it's a wrong call on that one. I think the Bulls just still trying to find their rhythm, trying to find who they are this year, because they losing some close games. They losing, and it's like all that talent on their roster, but it ain't appearing in wins. And then DeRozan, like, he just not in his bag like he was last year. DeRozan was he was a scoring god up there, and now he giving these subpar numbers for him that we expected for him to step up again. I know he got to share the ball with Levine and stuff like that, but when you giving that leadership role and be like, hey, make something shape, you ain't making something shape, so wrong call. I'm about ready to give up on the Bulls.
Oh, I think what kind of led you into that wrong call too. No Zach LaVine that night.
Yeah, but still, you ain't got Mr. Triple-double.
I'm saying you got DeRozan only taking 9 shots, but that's that defense. You get Caruso take 11 shots. Caruso took 11 shots versus DeRozan 9, and Caruso was 1 for 11. So they was like, we'll let him shoot. DeRozan, nah. So I think that played.
You got to think like.
But Caruso still ended up with 11 assists. 11 rebounds. He was still in it. He was playing. He wasn't hitting.
He was hooping.
But he was
hooping.
You
got to think, y'all had the biggest player on the court, and y'all got out rebounded.
Yep.
Y'all bench came in, and the highest rebound off y'all bench was 3 rebounds. They bench came in, 6 rebounds from one player, 8 rebounds from another. Still had a 10 rebounder.
Bro, they got like 20 rebounds
in the starting lineup. From they bench out rebound, they out
14.
Like,
so they got 20
the Raptors
rebounds from
play
the bench.
ball, bro.
Yeah,
they got a bunch of players that's over there. Otto Porter, they got a Thaddeus Young. They got a bunch of players. When they come in, they still control the boards off the bench.
And it's crazy.
A lot of players got guards coming in that's just scores.
They got all 3 and 4s coming off their bench.
Yeah, they got a bunch of people. They gonna control the board still. So then when Van Fleet get in, he can be small because everybody on that floor rebounded, top to bottom.
And Van Fleet finna get you 5 rebounds like he did.
He grabbed 5 himself. He gave you 30 and 11. Gave you 30 and 11 with 5 rebounds. When you got Van Fleet getting you 5 rebounds, it's gonna be a long night. He giving you 5. That's like when Steph. Normally, when Steph giving you 5, 6, Andrew got 6, Wiggins got 7, I mean, that's the same. Or Looney got 5 or 6. Draymond got 6. Like we controlling the game in a lot of different areas. So it's hard to beat teams that's like that. Like they said, they ain't even got no. They maybe got a all-star, but everybody on that floor, dog.
Yeah.
Everybody.
So,
Scotty Barnes, Gary Trent, see everybody on Van Fleet, everybody on that floor, dog.
They're gonna be nice. They always a headache. So
yeah.
but we ain't got too much on that. So
yeah, that was our short sweet. I told you. Wrong call segments, you know. What else you got for us, big brother Teddy?
Let's talk about Jake's best friend over there. Come on, Quid. Let's talk about Ben
Go ahead,
Simmons.
you lead this
man.
one. Big Quail.
Ben Simmons, man. You pro or you against trading Ben Simmons?
I'm against
especially hold on. Especially with the talks of supposedly maybe Kyrie not coming back. Maybe.
After the out of it.
Yeah, he may not.
I think he's gonna come back now that he apologized.
He gonna come back to hoop. Yeah, he gonna come back to hoop.
What you think?
And I don't think you should trade Ben Simmons 6.
So you against
6 or 7 games. Okay. Yeah, I'm very against trading a player 8 games into the season. He ain't played all last season.
Or the season. Yeah.
He hasn't played basketball. He's coming into a whole new team, a whole new system where he got a whole new role. He's not the second best player on the team that got to go score 17 tonight. He needs to go score 17 tonight, but he don't in his mind.
I mean, but to add to it,
to go score that.
He's not the primary ball handler either. He's not even the secondary ball handler. Like,
yeah. He's like and if you're a player that probably has some mental issues, you trying to come back, you don't really have that give me the ball mentality. I'm that guy mentality. You kind of got the y'all, you KD, you Kyrie. I'm just gonna sit in a little bit. So he gotta, trading him, nah, because he's still one of the most talented players on the court when he's on the court. He has the ability and the size and the athleticism. Once you click everything together, he'll be back the Ben Simmons he was. Hopefully.
How long is that gonna take though?
That boy put out that disclaimer.
It might take a season. It might take a season. He missed the whole season. He missed a whole season. Yeah. Like it might take a season.
But if they wait that long, they might get and he don't produce. Like how you say he can't produce, his trade value go down.
You're right, but then he'll be 27. Then he'll only be 27 then. He'll only be 26. So at the end of at the end of the day, he's still 4 years into the league, 5 years into the league.
About 50 years red shirt, but the thing is, it's why you
and he's coming off a back injury. Like it's like people still always only equate everything to mental. He's also coming off a back injury. He's also coming off an injury. So beyond the mental, he's also, even when you're not mentally weak, you also have to get over the mental, I can still move this way when you get hurt. I can still jump like this once you get hurt. You got to get over that mental battle too. And sometimes that takes players a little bit to get over. My knee still work the same way. My back still work the same way. So he 8 games in, nah, don't trade him.
What you say, Teddy?
Every single game this man don't produce, his trade value gonna go down. If you're gonna try to get something for a Ben Simmons, and Ben Simmons is worth a lot. He is worth a lot. The sooner you get rid of him, the more you can get for him. Because if he's not gonna produce, his numbers ain't gonna show. He ain't gonna be worth as much. Should I think they get rid of him? They already pressing the panic button. Got rid of coach. If you want to clean house and start all over and start fresh, you might as well get rid of him now.
Why would you get rid of Ben Simmons though? That don't make sense.
He worked
for
a
who
lot.
Though?
He worked a lot.
For who? Who's gonna come in and give you those added 9 assists and 8 rebounds? Because we're watching a bunch of starters on teams that ain't.
Assists.
I'm watching you.
Assists here and there.
So
he's only been 8 games. Out of 8 games, if he done it 4 times, 3 or 4 times, he's giving you 7, 8, 9 assists every game.
So
I mean, it's not. It's not a.
You saying trade him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bang. Take the button. Get rid of him. Get him up out of here.
And why you say trade him? because the
Because I can
trade
get a
value
lot.
going down.
Because I can get him. Because I can get a lot for him
Okay.
right now.
So
Before
what I say is you cannot get a lot for Ben Simmons. If that was the case, they would have simply just traded Ben Simmons when the 76ers was making that trade with the Nets. A lot of teams are going to look at it. He's just had a back surgery, and then everybody has the mental stability and instability questions. So when you look at it and you're considering the fact he hasn't played basketball in this amount of time, a lot of teams are like, I don't know if he's worth the wait. Because some of the teams are like, hey, we might want to try to win now. Because what the storm that's going to come, probably don't like, we don't have much left in him. So his trade value has diminished. It's not what it used to be. I'll put that out there. However, you can still get something for trading him. So it would make sense to trade him. The team, because I've been seeing a lot of talk about them trading, and it's increasing. It started as rumor. Now they got verification, and the trade talk is increasing. He hasn't been playing. Now he has a knee problem. He had his knee drained last week, right? So we looking at it's like, when does the ailment stop? And then when he's on the court, when is he going to be there mentally? Because he could be everything that LaQuell loves this man to be. But the reason they talk mentally, because if he's not there mentally, nothing else works. That's why they talk mentally. So for me, they have not pressed the panic button. But they are in a pivotal state because word on the streets is KD is frustrated. That's word on the streets. He's frustrated. A lot of that frustration is because every season he's been there, it's been something. He gets injured. He got injured and couldn't play the first season. Then he come back. Then you got the stuff with Kyrie. Then you got the stuff with Harden. Then you got the injuries. Then you get Ben Simmons. Then he says he's playing. Then he doesn't play. Then it's the playoffs. Then he doesn't play. Then you come back. Then you get all of this. It never stops. He lives in a soap opera, a drama, a reality TV series, right? So for KD, word on streets is he's frustrated. So if KD's frustrated, that's the player you want. That's the player you're going to try to keep happy. So then that's when they're going to go ahead and blow everything up and trade Ben Simmons and do everything. Maybe even trade Kyrie. So now they're saying teams are reaching out. Now teams are back re-engaging with the Nets for KD. People trying to get KD again because they can see it. So if it's me, if I'm keeping Kyrie, I'm trading Ben Simmons. Because I think without Ben Simmons, look at the latest game. I've said it since Ben Simmons hasn't played. Let's look at KD. 27 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 blocks. He's doing what he's supposed to do with no Ben Simmons there. When Ben Simmons is there, he's not getting those reads. He's not really getting those other than that one game when he had them 4 blocks. So I would say you can rest comfortably because you're not playing Ben Simmons in the way that suits him. Ben Simmons is functional as a point guard. You're not running him as a point guard. You got Kyrie on the floor who's running that. Then sometimes you got KD doing that. So then he's going to be the third person to handle that rock. That's not going to work. So I say trade him and then just have Kyrie. Maybe put Joe Harris back in that lineup. Maybe put Seth in that lineup. But I think by trading him, you put KD back in the role that he needs to be in, and you're going to get production like you've been getting.
Listen, at the same time, the Nets started their season playing against all playoff teams. In the last 4 games, they played against the Pacers, who are Teddy's team, the Bulls, who we said we don't really know what's going on with them. They lost to the Bulls. They beat the Wizards 2 days ago, and then they just beat the Hornets. So they also are beating bad teams right now. And they beat the Hornets by 4. They were in a game with the Pacers. They got beat by the Bulls.
Well, hold on. You got to
without Ben.
Hold on. You gotta think.
They also have only been playing.
Hold on, but you gotta think.
4 games.
You gotta think. They beat the Pacers by 4. There's no Ben. Okay, I don't care. But Kyrie didn't play either. He's still on that 5-game suspension. So that's the other thing.
What I'm saying is KD. This is also them playing back. If he produces like this and does this against Boston, he produces like this and does this against Toronto. Let's just not even take the top 3 teams. Let's take Toronto.
You look at any game where Ben Simmons played.
Hold on.
Who take the Heat who are struggling right now? Ben Simmons last game 9-8-9. He 1-2-1 away from a triple double and playing. He's the best defender on that team as far as perimeter and coming in. So you take him. Who are you trading Ben Simmons for? Who's
But
your
my
best
thing is,
who's
look
your
at any
best
game.
distributor
Find a game where Ben Simmons
and your
played
best wing
and you
defender?
got production out of KD as far as
Yeah, but
not just
who are
being a
you?
scorer.
We're talking about winning a title, right?
Right. So that's
I'm
why
talking
I'm
about winning
saying
a
for
title.
me, if
When
I'm
you
in the Nets
trade Ben
organization,
Simmons, who are you getting back on that team?
Ben Simmons,
They don't
bye.
have any defense
KD.
anyway.
They have look, y'all need to
No,
start playing
naming people who's supposed to be defenders and then saying people who are actually defenders are totally. KD wants to be defender. He said he's a defender.
That's the
Everybody
same
didn't
thing.
vote for him as a defender.
But that statement
Nick
you
Claxton
just made
is supposed to be a defender.
The statement you just
Ben
made
Simmons
is
actually
the
made
same
first
statement.
team all defense.
The statement
he
you just
actually
made
was voted and
is
played
the
that way.
same statement that
He's
we're
the
making
only
about
player
Ben
that's a
Simmons.
real defender.
He's not stopping anybody. It's the
But
same thing.
But
He's just
also,
a name that should
even
be
when
playing defense.
No, when he also wasn't stopping anybody, he's also 3 times all defense. None of them have even been voted that way.
Nobody cares about his resume.
So if you get
his
what I'm
resume
saying is, if you get rid of him,
today,
what are you getting back on your team that already doesn't
whatever
have
you
defense?
whatever you trade for, bro.
We're talking about winning a title, though.
Whatever you look, you're not gonna win the title if KD just a scorer.
You're not gonna win a title if you get rid of your best defender on your team.
I mean, let's be honest, Quell. They're not gonna win the title anyway. They can't.
I don't think
they not gonna win the title anyway.
What I'm saying is, if you talk about winning a title and you're getting rid of Ben Simmons, the Sixers only got rid of Ben Simmons because they were getting James Harden back.
Ben Simmons,
the Sixers got rid of James
right now.
Right. So what I'm saying is,
the Sixers
you're not
got rid
winning. Nothing's coming with playing with Ben Simmons. Your best player does not play his best with Ben Simmons. So you just got to look at it like, bro.
KD, if KD can only play in one situation, it's a reason he only won with the Warriors.
Hey, look, we ain't talking about that man legacy. We talking about what you gonna do
if you can't play with people that's gonna go get you a triple-double, and you can only win with Steph. We got to stop talking about him like he's really like that.
The way that the Nets play is not suitable for Ben Simmons.
That's like saying KD can't go win with Luka because Luka gonna get you a triple-double every night.
Maybe KD can't play with Luka.
He can't win with James Harden triple-double and Westbrook on the team because they gonna do too much. And all he gotta do is be the best scorer in the league has ever seen. He can't do that and win a title.
Don't bring in none of them monsters and you comparing it with Ben Simmons because Ben Simmons has not had monstrous numbers yet.
He's only played 8 games in
the last
year and a half.
That's why I said yet.
That's what I'm saying. He's played 8 NBA basketball games in the last year and a half.
But you gotta understand.
They should have taken KD and Kyrie out of the lineup in the preseason and said, "You just go be you."
You've been seeing all of them LeBron James Father Time commercials. They should put KD ass in 1-2 because Father Time knocking on his door with all the injuries.
Like, bro, if he can only win with Steph,
right? But our thing is just looking at the reality of the situation. What would you do? And with Father Time knocking on KD door, KD getting frustrated. If I'm there, who do I want? Ben Simmons or KD? I'm taking KD.
Man, listen, they go.
So you gonna keep Ben Simmons and lose KD?
No, bro, they gonna know, but they gonna lose even more getting rid of Ben Simmons. You need a Draymond Green on your team. You need somebody that's gonna do all the things that the KD won't do.
Well, Draymond Green
gonna guard the play. Just at the end of the season, going into the playoffs, KD and Kyrie played against Jason Tatum them. Then they played against Luka them, and you said KD ain't guard Jason Tatum down the line the whole time. KD ain't want to see Jason Tatum.
Facts.
You know who gonna be on him though? You know who they gonna put on him in those times?
Still gonna score 30 something, just like Luka still.
But it don't matter. Somebody that's 6'10" willing to go guard you. KD, it don't even fucking matter if he scored 30. KD didn't want to even fucking guard him though.
So look, we finna wrap this up, bro. Pinpoint the time. When you think we gonna see something out of Ben Simmons?
I don't know, Christmas.
All right. Christmas.
Leave it at that.
All
We'll
right,
leave it
we're
at
gonna
that.
leave it at that.
Hey,
Christmas.
bookmark it. Bookmark it. We'll be back. We'll be
Ben
back.
Simmons, 30, 10, and 10 on Christmas. Let's go.
You must be talking about 30
Bookmark
minutes.
it. Right.
30, 10, and 10
30,
on
30
Christmas.
minutes, 10
Let's
turnovers.
go, Ben. Let's
Right.
go.
30 minutes, 10
He
turnovers,
meant 30
10
minutes,
missed free throws.
10 attempts.
Right.
10 dribbles.
30, 10, and 10. Bro, since he done took 7 shots a game, man, look, since he done started taking 7 shots a game, he been all right. He went from 3 shots a game the first 2 games, 5 shots a game for 2 games.
Look.
And then the last 3 games, 7 shots a game. Boy had a 8 or 9 game last game. Then he all of a sudden something happened to him.
Right.
We don't know. We don't know what happened to Ben. Nigga had a good night.
I don't know who works between him and Iggy. I don't know who works between him and
Bro,
Iggy.
Iggy injury. It don't even say what he's injured by. He's just not playing tonight. Like
Bro,
it say this person calf, this person neck sprain. Iggy just on the team.
Bro, OB in parentheses say Iggy. Iggy.
Well,
Iggy's
so
just out
speaking of y'all Warriors, you might as well get into the next segment. I'm gonna let y'all have it. How y'all feel about?
Well, hold on. We're gonna let the outsider have it first. You tell us, get your little moment because you had your little weekend, 12 seed. You had all kind of fun.
Y'all
light your ass up. Go ahead. You do something and then we'll jump into it.
Y'all trash.
Okay. Quell, you can lead the way.
Y'all trash.
You can lead the way.
I love it. I hope y'all stay like this the whole season. I hope
know you
turmoil and all that.
Last season,
y'all
was
lose
wishing
every
injuries on
game.
us.
We talking about this season.
Yeah.
Now, I hope y'all lose every single game.
And when we come back, you're gonna be back to doing the same. I hope y'all get injured.
Listen, I just got a question about the Warriors.
What's that?
That's a question. You know, I'm down hard. Did that Draymond punch hit a little harder than the post hit? Did it hit us a little harder than we thought? did that really hit us a little harder than we thought?
Nah, boy, I don't think so.
Yeah. I don't know whatever slump it is that y'all in, but I'll take it.
So how do you feel about the Warriors resting at 4 All-Stars?
Yeah, rest them. At
the end of getting that ass whooped on the road.
Yeah, rest them all till Christmas. Go ahead. I think
that we the champs. We just had a long playoff run. We had some time off. Coming back into it, we realizing that there's a lot of things going on that ain't all the way
there. Your team doesn't even know what that feels like. Hush.
There's a lot of things that ain't all the way right with how we need to be working. And I think Steve Kerr kind of went to the guys and said, you know, if we gonna win a title, y'all know they need to be ready.
Yeah.
Y'all 4, y'all know what to do. But and only way to get to where we need to be as far as what we need, they need to be ready. So they need to play some basketball. They need to get some minutes. They need to get some clocks. They need to get some time.
Yeah.
They ain't been on the floor as much as Otto Porter than seen 17, 8, 9 years. They ain't seen that. They ain't had that time that he didn't have. They ain't had that be at least a time. They ain't had to grind and work for nothing yet. So let them go lose some games. Let them learn how to win together. We know what y'all gonna do. We seen Clay come back in the middle of the season. We seen Steph go out and have to come back. We seen when y'all get reinserted, what fucking happens. We know what them boys do when they all when Megatron get united. But let's get the legs
go
right.
ahead. Continue to
let's get the legs right. Let's get the legs right.
So what I say, you know, I watch a lot of it, right? Draymond, it is on the young guys. However, it's not only on the young guys, because a lot of times you'll see they had a momentum. Young guys come in, momentum gone. You know, then you get the young guys getting frustrated. You know, there's been reports of Jonathan Kuminga getting frustrated in that role because he's saying, you know, Wiseman getting these minutes, but even Wiseman getting frustrated in the role because his minutes been reduced. But you get Ty Jerome getting them minutes. DiVincenzo before he got injured. Moody minutes been, you know, boasted. You got Jordan Poole coming off the bench, so he's eating up a large sum of those minutes. JaMychal Green been playing amazing, doing what we know he could do. He's eating up those minutes. But then you got to think, when is Patrick Baldwin going to come in? You know, so Kuminga's looking like, man, I'm moving further down this bench. Because at first, I had a name. I was kind of up there with Jordan Poole, like right behind Jordan Poole. I know I was damn sure in front of Moses Moody. I was in front of him. But now, nah, Moses Moody coming with his little curl pass in the front. I don't know what's going on with that man head, bro. But he getting a minute. So I understand us resting them, and I understand what Draymond's saying. It ain't just the guards. Nobody's playing. I'm looking defensively. Nobody's playing, consistently on the defensive end. So that's cool, but bounce back. So I'm looking at November. You remember last year, Quell? November was a rough month for us. We seen what we had in store. We said, because that's when we started to see we killing everybody by 20.
Mm-hmm.
Then we enter November, and then reality, teams started coming at us because they looking like, oh, snap, the Warriors back. Now we're coming into the season where people know that we're here. We're the reigning champions. Can you say that? No, you can't. So hush him out. So we're the reigning champions, right? We're the reigning champions. People know that we're here. Last year, they didn't know we were here. That's why we was able to punch people. Now we're getting punched. So now we need to see if we're going to respond to them punches like Jordan Poole. Let's get up and go back to work. So now we get to go back home. Let's see who we play when we go back home. Let me go ahead and see this. Who we play? We play tomorrow, because we done had a nice little break too. Do we play tomorrow? Yep, we play the Kings. Let's go ahead. The Kings, let's not sleep on them. The Kings going to come in the ball. So let's go ahead. Let's get that dub back at home. Because we got a bunch of road games coming up again. So that's cool. We did that, but there needs to be results. It needs to result in something positive, beneficial on the upcome for the team. So that's one thing I say about that. Let's not just be like, oh, well, they had all these. No, they didn't have them injuries, bro. You knew y'all was getting your ass whooped. You wanted to give these guys, you gave them guys that game. You said, here's your game. Start solidifying your spots. Let's be honest. Here's the game. Start solidifying your spots. Because when these guys come back, we know they playing. But my thing is, if Andrew Wiggins don't start balling, hey, y'all need to figure something out. Because he ain't got that aggression. Draymond, when I watching Draymond going there dunking on people. I'm like, damn, that boy finishing left-hand layups. So Draymond giving you production. Klay Thompson, he had 19, he had 29. So you're getting that. Steph pretty much giving you 30 every game. Pretty much giving you 30 with triple doubles and double doubles. Steph doing his thing. So Wiggins need to step it up. Poole, you need to start scoring, bro. They don't need a whole 2 months before they tell you it's been 21 games since Poole scored. And now all of a sudden you want to start scoring 20 plus points a game. Get in there, get in your bag, quit dancing with that ball. So you live with us being in the 12th seed, but you know what's crazy? When we come back and finish in the top 3, it makes it even much more sweeter. Because I'll be like, remember back in October when you was like 12 seed? Now look where y'all at.
Yeah. Because if you ask me, we always be one of the top defensive teams. Outside of the games we won, everything that's beat us, then score 114 or better.
Yeah.
Most of them.
I mean, but look.
120s, 128s, 135, 134, 119, 123,
Pretty
130.
average NBA score nowadays.
But we're always a team that keeps our opponent, no matter what year, at 105.
I mean, yeah. And then, we got people that's dumping. 30 something from Curry, 20 from Poole, around 20 from Klay, around 20 from Wiggins. We're not getting that. Yeah, so that's the other piece of it. Jordan Poole being frustrated because he getting taken out the game because he can call for Curry. Not Curry, but Carry. My bad. Carry, right? So he getting called for carrying the ball, traveling, and all this other stuff. And I'm like, they should have been calling that. But it ain't just him doing it. Everybody does it. So don't just call it on Jordan Poole, call it on all these guys.
They making an example out of that boy. That's what they doing.
They definitely are, because I guarantee if they watch Luka, I bet if they watch Luka, Ja, Kyrie, anybody that handles the rock, you're going to see them carry that rock.
Offensive foul, Luka.
He could do what he want.
That boy, Luka, boy.
He gets special privilege.
Certain players. You know what's finna happen in November?
Lower your shoulder.
Certain players get certain privileges.
The end
Let's
of
be
November,
real though. It ain't just
the end
Luka.
of November finna be tough for them Mavs, bro. And you know what? You know what's finna happen for your Mavs?
Certain privileges.
You know what's finna happen for your Mavs? People finna stop looking at y'all like y'all gave up. That's how people was looking at y'all, like y'all gave up. They finna quit looking at y'all like that. And
Ain't
then now they
nothing
finna start
change.
playing y'all like them dogs, and you finna see y'all start getting mopped.
We ain't got mopped all year.
That's
Ain't
what
got
I
mopped
just-
all year.
I see he
We
don't
ain't
pay
finna get
attention,
mopped.
Quill. What I just
We
say?
ain't
I
finna
said
get
people
mopped.
was looking at y'all. Teams were looking at y'all as if y'all gave up. They not finna look at y'all like that no more. So talk to me at the end of November when y'all getting mopped.
Who gonna mop Luka
All right,
and
let me
Why
company?
don't you look at your schedule at the
Who
end of
gonna mop
November?
Luka and company?
Y'all got Nets tomorrow. You calling that yes?
You already know I'm going with the mask. Come on,
The
man.
Magic, y'all might lose against the Magic.
Bro, you gotta go to
Like
like
y'all,
mid.
like y'all.
You got to go to
Yes,
like the
like
mid
us.
to late, mid
No.
to late, mid to
Yeah,
late.
because y'all don't
no.
know them Magic are nice. Say all right. The
No.
Wizards, y'all can beat the Wizards. Y'all can beat the Wizards. The Blazers, Clippers, I don't trust the Clippers. Y'all gonna knock them Rockets out. Them boys young.
Man, look.
Wait for November 18th.
We done played some good
I
teams.
can't wait till y'all play Jokic.
Look, they got Denver, then they got Denver, then they got Boston, then they got Toronto, then they got the
Then
Bucks,
they got the Bucks.
then they got us. So, like I said, holla at me at the end of November, bro. Holla at me at the end of November.
Wait, because they got the Cavs, Trailblazers, Cavs. Oh, that's December. I'm looking in December. Oh, baby, y'all got a nice little. Y'all got in December again. Y'all got the Nuggets again, Bucks again, Bulls. Then y'all got Cavs,
Yeah, bro.
Trailblazers.
Like I said, holla at me
Cavs.
at the end of November, bro. Holla at me at the end of
if
November.
y'all win that, if y'all win those nugget back to back, and then you beat the Cavs, Cavs, then you beat us. I'm look, Luka might MVP.
Bro,
Luka. I get a shirt.
Quill,
I make a shirt that say MVP.
They
Luka.
got the Nuggets, the Celtics, the Raptors, the Bucks, then us. Hey,
Like we
look.
supposed to be.
Do you wait a
like we
minute? Do
supposed
you
to be scared?
do you think he gonna outplay every one of those NBA stars?
Luka,
Nuggets, he gonna outplay Jokic.
he
both
gonna
nights?
outscore him. Yes, he gonna outscore him.
They don't know.
He
I'm
gonna
saying
out-assist
if
him.
we put the
yes, he's
he
going
gonna
to
out
outplay
assist
him.
Yoke.
He's going to do it.
He
Mark it
said
right
he gonna
now.
out assist Yoke.
He's going
Can
to
I take that?
outscore.
Can
He's
we
going
take
to
that back to back?
outscore.
I need 10 push-ups on camera
going to
at the beginning of next
outscore.
episode.
Boy, you should. You know how strong you should be for the push-ups. You should
No,
be doing
this
Ben
later.
Simmons.
This later. This ain't
You know
next
how
episode.
you know
This
how
November
strong
18th.
you should be right
Yeah.
now.
On Thanksgiving or the episode after
This
these
late
games,
November.
I need 10 push-ups because he's not going to out
10
assist
push-ups?
Jokic. On
Like
camera.
I said,
You need to up that.
He's going to outplay everybody on the court. He's going to outscore everybody on the court.
So
He's
Jokic,
going to out-assist.
JT, he gonna wait a minute, outscore
He's
JT.
going to out-score JT. Yes. Because who
Okay,
knows?
the
JB
Raptors
might go off
nobody.
that game.
But
JB
you know,
might go
after
out
the
that game.
Raptors, he has Giannis. He gonna outplay Giannis.
He going to outscore Giannis.
Bro,
He's going to outscore Giannis.
There's nobody on that team.
I
that's
need
gonna
10 a
stop
game.
Giannis.
I need 10 push-ups
He's going to outscore everybody he plays. Stop playing with this boy Luka. He's going to outscore everybody he plays. He's most likely going to have more.
If Luka has 36, 7, and 7, and Giannis has 28, 12, or 14 rebounds and 8 assists, that he had a better game than
And
Luka.
5 blocks.
And when
5
we get
blocks.
that win,
2 steals, and they beat
right,
them because
look.
they not gonna lose.
Look.
Y'all gotta play them at their
Bring it
house.
to the end. That's all we got for this episode. I hope y'all enjoyed the facts, opinions,
put
and
that
BS with your
same
boys
energy
Teddy,
into
Quill,
y'all
and
boys.
Deuce. These your
November
boys.
Put that
Top of the
same
key.
energy into
Get at us,
y'all
like,
boys. Y'all just get a
subscribe,
win. How about y'all
everything.
get a win?
We fuck
Y'all
with
just
you.
get a win.
Remember that.
We gonna get one, especially
Get a win.
y'all. We playing y'all end of November.
You praying for our downfall. Get a win.
Hope you patch shit up with God, cause we gon' bless you. Let it burn, you gon' get it back. These just my confessions. Stay in traffic, can't get picked off like no shit and duck. Keep one in the tuck. Wife be mad, but bet she still gon' fuck. Don't speak